And then when we get there, the guy, we only see like 3 of them or something like that. One's cooking chicken under the tent, the other is taking orders and all that. And I see the guy wiping his hands on his own pants, and I was like, dude, I am not coming back here at all.
All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and trading. My name is Brent, aka Buwop. I'm here with my man Rick, aka New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
Did I tell you I was trying to repair my computer recently? Or I don't remember anymore.
I don't think you told me. I think you were considering like buying new parts or something, right?
Yeah, I bought the power supply. It didn't work. Bought the thermal paste. Didn't work. And then recently I bought a external hard drive enclosure so I can pull out the data.
Okay.
It was shit, man, because apparently, I don't know why, but Windows 10, if you have multiple hard drives, it puts protection on it. A protected partition. So
What?
The only way to access it now is to boot up your current computer and either remove it or pull the data off of it. So basically I can't access the data off of it because it's protected. And I was upset.
Okay, wait. I'm trying to think because what I did with mine, right? So, where are you trying to transfer your files from? Does it look like Windows, or what does it look like when you're trying to transfer everything over?
So, I pulled the hard drive out, put it in an enclosure, and then I'm using a laptop through USB
to copy it over
from the hard drive. But there's a partition, that's protecting it. So because I can't start my computer at all, and I can't even get into the command prompt or anything.
Holy shit.
Oh man! So now my next step is to buy another motherboard, and hopefully, people are saying it should work, but hopefully replace the motherboard. Windows won't be. I have to authenticate Windows again, but still, I would just like to pull off the data and then reformat everything. Because I was planning on actually buying a whole brand new computer and like all the parts and building it,
but you can't just transfer your hard drive all willy nilly like that, right?
And anymore, I have to try to access it how it's partitioned right now. So, yep. Gotta get the damn motherboard. So basically, I won't be able to upgrade. So I was like, you know what? I guess this is a sign saying I can use this money for Star Wars or something.
Damn, what a conundrum. Because I'm trying to think about how I did it, right? How I got all my files. And it's because I was able to log in, or not even log in, but I was able to go to the Windows like installation thing.
Yeah.
Installation setup. And from there, go into the command prompt and then look at the file explorer and then copy stuff from my C drive to the external. So that's crazy that you can't even do that, dude.
I can't even turn it on at all. Like, that's what I was like, oh, man. I guess it's a sign saying I can't buy a new computer at all. Because it doesn't make sense. If I replace the motherboard, then I have a working computer. What's the point of me buying a second motherboard, a third motherboard or whatever. So, so I've been sitting here. That's my days. A decent, cloudy, nonchalant day.
So wait, what do you do nowadays? You just kind of sit and look out the window, or what, dude?
Dude, I've been looking. Yeah, that too. But I've been looking at my phone. For example, today I woke up at maybe 7 o'clock.
Okay.
I've been in bed looking at my phone all the way till 2 p.m., dude. Just looking at random videos and whatnot. I was like, man, I took this for granted not having a computer. And I was like tempted to use my laptop, my work laptop. And I was like, you know what? I cannot use this for browsing or anything like that. So, it sucks. It's different. Your world changes like when you lose that thing. I was like thinking, oh man. And then Russ was like saying, one of our friends saying like, oh yeah, you can. Steam is having a bunch of sales, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna buy these games. And I was like, oh wait, yeah, you know what? I can't because I don't have a computer to buy it, and even so, I need to save the money to buy the motherboard.
I feel like that song is playing in the background right now, dude. In the arms of an angel. And it's just your face, and it's like just looking at the wall and shit. It's like
looking at my phone.
If you donate 2 cents a day, this young man can have his computer back. R.I.P., dude. That's crazy. You have anything? You have a laptop you can borrow from a nephew or something?
Well, I'm using my dad's laptop, but I don't want to
put any games.
I don't want to put anything on it because he's going to use it for like his business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't really browse the internet or anything. I'm just leaving it as is. But man, dude, even when my computer first went down, I didn't feel like doing anything. I was like, I don't even want to play games because I always have my computer playing in the background.
Sure.
You know, like anime or Netflix or something. But now it's just like, holy crap, I feel empty. I was going insane. Oh man.
Do you find yourself you're better at the games you play because all your attention is just on the game now? Or do you need that background noise?
I need that background noise because it's like I'm playing and then it's like, damn, I'm really alone, you know? I guess the internet is like a way to say, hey, there's other people online right now connected. You're still connected to the world kind of thing. But then now I don't have that connection. It's like, damn, I'm really in the closet playing some video games.
Just by yourself, no connection to the outside world at all,
exactly. Dude. That's why I check, see if anybody's online. No one's really online on the Switch. And I'm like, man, I need to either play on PS4 or I was like thinking, I might actually just buy it for my next paycheck because I was gonna wait till I get my tax return. So, yep.
Oh, speaking of, it is tax time, dude. What do you do for your taxes, man? How do you do your taxes? Do you use your phone?
So here's the thing. I usually use my phone for the past 4 or whatever years.
Okay.
But recently, because my tax got a little bit complicated, I still did it through the phone. But then I decided to actually try it through the website. And even though it's simpler on the phone, but there's a lot of things, like all my questions were getting answered through the website. So, for example, like I didn't know when to put in the retirement stuff or like my student loans. Sure. And it was just kind of like skipping that in the phone. Or I don't know. But either way, when I went on the website, it was like, oh, do you want to have any other deductibles like student loans? And I was like, oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it was much easier for me to type it in. But still, I think they're both the same experience.
Yeah. Did you have any 1099s or anything?
I forget what form is that. Is that the retirement or is that the student loan one?
It could be. I think your student loan comes with it. It's basically income that's like not taxed or anything like that, like dividends from stocks or investments and things like that.
Oh yeah. That was the retirement stuff I put in.
Oh, that's right, because you took some out in between your last job. Oh, okay, yeah. So I had a couple of those, and even because I use my phone, right? Even on my phone, that shit was just super easy. I got to a point where it said, "Do you have any 1099s?" I was like, "Oh yeah." It goes, "Take a picture." I just took pictures of the 1099s I had. Bada bing, bada boom. It was all done, bro. Technology, man.
Dude, yeah. I actually asked me to take a picture, and I was like, I'm gonna actually enter the 1099s manually.
Yeah. Nah.
I want to make sure I get all the details because they sent me. I got like multiple 1099s, so it's like different. They look different, basically, and I was like, how do they calculate, or how does it captures all this data when all the forms look different? So just to be sure,
You typed it in yourself.
Yeah, I typed all of them in.
Rose, I'm telling you, we're closer and closer. You won't need anything except your phone. I mean, in the future, it won't even be your phone anymore. It'll be like a Dragon Ball Z Scouter. That's all you'll have, dude. And it's all not even voice activated. You just control it with your mind and tell it what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I heard that, like, in England, that I think what they said is, you know how, well, I don't know if you know, but their taxes, basically, the employer does the taxes for them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they don't do anything. I was like, why don't we adopt that here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I guess
that is crazy, though. Why not? Is it because everybody there just has one job? That doesn't make sense. Maybe, yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, what if you're self-employed? You still got to do your own taxes.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Huh.
Either way, I am happy to get my tax. It said 21 days.
Yeah,
and then I was tempted.
It's usually faster, though, no?
I think so. I think last year was pretty fast. It was in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I usually note that it lands kind of on a payday, like on a when the government or city, whatever, gets paid. Then I noticed it does land on those days.
If that's the case, I'm getting like 3 paychecks this fucking month, dude. It's gonna be amazing.
Dude, exactly. I've noticed too that there was like another option. It wasn't from last year too. It's like just recent. Like you can get your tax return now.
Oh, they give you a loan. I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. I was reading. I was like, oh yeah, I want my tax return now. And then it said, oh yeah, it's a 0 down loan, 0 interest. It's like, no, fuck, no, you're not gonna trick me.
No, yeah, you're gonna pay them interest back, dude. It just doesn't make any sense.
There's no way.
You're not that pressed for fucking cash, dude. What a scam! What a scam that is.
Yeah.
Like here, we'll front you your own money, and then you pay us back with a little bit of interest, dude. That's such bullshit, man.
Yeah. See. Yeah, but I did pay for that extra TurboTax, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Does that get it for you faster, or it just protects your information?
I have no idea, but other than that, I think it's because I was entering a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, sure.
I guess it's good, you know, because it's like guaranteed accuracy and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I think we were talking about this earlier, where, well, at least I started doing taxes in maybe 2003, 2004 is when I started doing taxes, right? And back then, yeah, you had to calculate everything on a piece of paper, and then depending on the answer you got, you had to go to a fucking form, like to see what your tax bracket was.
Yeah,
and then you had to get that number, put it into the sheet, subtract it, and then that's what your return was gonna be. You know, and then you have to double check it because you don't want to commit fucking tax fraud over and over. So I remember just having to do that for, I don't know, maybe the first 5-6 years I was doing taxes and not wanting to do it. So I understood why people waited until, what's the limit? It's like April
like 14 or something.
Waiting until April to do it because it just used to be such a drag, you know? Nowadays, it's as soon as I get my W-2, boy, I'm taking pictures of everything, man. Just put that shit in the app, bros. Easy peasy, man. Let me get my money.
Yep, that's the thing too. Like, I remember those days, you know, like where you had to calculate your own taxes and stuff like that. And
that's
then
so ass.
I asked people around me. I'm like, man, don't you remember those times when you had to do taxes on your own? How do you guys do your own taxes? Oh, I give it to somebody. Oh, I pay.
What?
I was like, what? Where is this somebody when I needed it? Because holy shit, dude, my dad made me sit down.
Fucking same, man. Yeah, my mom made me do the same thing. But the fucked up part is like, didn't we have to mail our shit in?
Yeah.
It took fucking forever. You had to make sure your address was right so you could get the check. That shit was so, oh my God, dude.
Yep.
Crazy.
Now it's just technology. Like, boom. I'm trying to make everyone a believer of TurboTax. I'm like, dude, just try it out. You don't even have to submit it at the end, you know, just see, you know, go through the whole process of taking a picture of your W-2 and, you know, and that's pretty much it.
And it gets easier the longer you use it, because then it just goes, oh, we'll just get your information from last year. Are you still working here? Okay, is this right? Okay, and it's just like, what the fuck? I just have to press yes for the first 5 minutes, dude.
Yep, dude. Yeah, no, I was like, oh shit, dude, they're getting more and more better.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like they're gonna read your brain. Like, oh yeah, I know you're already getting. Oh, and I always get those emails too. They're like, oh yeah, if you've been working here since last year, your estimated tax return is gonna be this much. I'm like, oh wow,
yeah,
you're already calculating before I even gave my W-2.
Just basing it off last year. Yeah. See, that's crazy. So yeah, man, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the financial security podcast. Where we talk about taxes and being a responsible adult, dude. Recently, I don't think I've ever talked about this on here, but of course, it's no secret. Fucking spoofing Pokemon Go. I'm filthy. I feel dirty for doing it, right?
Don't feel dirty because I do it.
Last week, or maybe in the last 2 weeks, they've been on a fucking witch hunt, man. Just sending everybody this ominous, just red letter warning. Like, yo, we see you spoofing, dude. We're banned for 7 days. If we catch you again, we're terminating your account. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A couple of my coworker that actually introduced me to spoofing got banned for 7 days, and he couldn't do the community day with the Piplup. I was like, whoa, dude. They knew exactly how to fuck everybody over. I know. So I haven't got that warning yet, and I think how they caught everybody was when that new feature with your buddy, how you can take your buddy out, and when you walk around, your buddy walks around behind you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think, wasn't that how it used to be originally when you first had your buddy? Like he could walk around with you when you were walking?
No. It was just.
It did.
Yeah. That feature's pretty new. That where it follows you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I always thought it was like because I remember I thought you were the first one to show it to me, like back when we used to play in 2016, and like your Charizard was flying with you. That's just what I thought. But I guess it is a new thing. I mean, I try to make all these Pokemon. I try to make Wailmer my buddy so he could walk around with me just to see how big he is, dude.
Did it work?
Yeah, man, he's fucking huge. He's just floating around everywhere. Takes up the whole screen. Like, I can't click Pokemon because he's in the fucking way, dude. But anyways, the reason I bring this up is because they just recently dropped a bunch of new Pokemon, right? And one of the new features of some of these Pokemon is just like in the Game Boy, GameCube, or just like in the Game Boy games or the Switch games, some Pokemon can evolve only if you trade them, right? Like in Red and Blue, it was maybe Haunter, Machoke. Who else, dude? Was it Victory Bell? No, Victory Bell was the Leaf Stone. Oh, man. Yeah. Who else was there you could trade and evolve, dude? Maybe Alakazam, I think, too.
I totally don't remember.
Dude, I'm getting yelled at by whoever's listening to this right now because they know the ones that you traded to evolve. I know Gengar for sure because it took me forever, and that was my favorite Pokemon. But anyways, yeah, in the original games, some Pokemon wouldn't evolve unless you traded them. I think even now, you have to trade them and then make them hold an item, right? And if they're holding that item, then that's what lets them evolve, to a certain. I think that's like fucking, what's his name? Slowpoke. I think he only evolves if you give him that stone and trade him while he's holding the stone or something. Anyways, they put this feature in Pokemon Go, so I'm back to the spoofing game, man. And it's either you trade or you have to get like 200 candies or something like that. Which, I'm not gonna farm 200 fucking candies, dude. These guys don't nest or anything, man.
Oh, I was about to say, like, don't you have like 7,000 candies for that Zangoose?
Yeah, dude. That's because I was shiny hunting, bro, and I cried I'm still crying for not having a blue Zangoose, dude. I hate it so fucking much, man. So yeah, spoofing is back in full effect, and until I get that, red, I feel like it's gonna be a jump scare too when they catch me. Like I'm just gonna be walking around one day in Timbuktu or something like that, and then my screen's gonna turn black and red letters are gonna come in and say, "We know what you're doing," and all this kind of shit, man.
Yeah. See, I did have an inkling about like the whole Pokemon following you.
Mm-hmm.
So like the first time when I got introduced into the spoofing stuff, that it was like that was when the buddy system was coming out. And then I saw the buddy and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put my Pokemon away when I teleport because I was like looking at the things you can do with your buddy, and I was like, oh wow, like it really tracks what if you're walking with your buddy, gets more happy, it's playing. So yeah, so before I teleport, I put my buddy away, but then when I get there, I like to bring out my buddy and just walk around. And I leave it there for like maybe a day or two, and then I teleport back. But that's when I'm going to different countries.
See, there's all kinds of there's a bunch of new regionals now, so yeah, it's getting exciting again. There's a lot of new Pokemon to catch, dude. There's some Pokemon that are just super rare now, though. I think there's that dragon in Sword and Shield, or at least I know it from Sword and Shield. The one that has those big fangs on the side of its head and turn into axes when it's fully grown, like Axew or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So let me tell you, I spoof, and I have the whole world in my fucking hand, right? I searched the entire world for this Pokemon, and only 2 spawn at a time, dude. It's at opposite sides of the world. They're that rare. So it's kind of wild, man. So they know what they're doing.
Did you catch it?
I caught 1, yeah, but it's weak, it's shitty, and it's gonna be impossible for me to get enough candy to evolve him. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be. They're good. If they've learned anything, it's that they gotta just slowly feed drip us this content, dude. Just release 1 Pokemon at a time and have only 1 spawn in the world every day, dude. Just 1 at a time. But yeah, they know what they're doing. They've had, 4 years now to perfect their craft. So more power to them. They made almost $2 billion last year, something like that.
Yeah, so. I see what they're doing. They reduced the amount of revives you get in that time, and then they released Team Rocket, so they knew that people are going to be fighting to the death. Team Rocket, and then you have in the store 5 revives for like I don't know $1 or $2. Yeah, $5. And I was like, oh, you got us there because half my Pokemon are dead. See, and barely get a revive.
I just realized it now because I finally finished that Team Rocket. What is it? Like tasks that Professor Oak gives you or whatever his name is. I finally finished that, and it was a dark. The fuck is his name? A dark Moltres that I caught. And once you do that, it resets. So you have to do all the steps all over again in order to get another chance to catch the fucking thing, dude. The Moltres. But I think now it's gonna be Entei, like a Shadow Entei or something like that.
Did you fight for that test? You fought Giovanni for that?
Yeah. And it's a pain in the asshole, right? Because you get. I think the last step of that task, of that field task or whatever, is they give you a special radar that finds exactly where Giovanni is, right? So this is for me spoofing, and I'm saying it's annoying. I use the radar, and I find the stop where Giovanni's at, pull up to it, click the stop, and it's a Giovanni imposter. It's like a regular grunt, and he's like, ha, I tricked you. And I was like, wait, what?
Damn. Don't Princess tell me. Is in another castle.
I know. Don't tell me Giovanni is here, and then when I get... Like, imagine if I wasn't spoofing. If I was playing legit. If I'm in Balboa Park, right? And I see there's... Giovanni could either be by the front where that Christmas tree usually is, or he could either be by the fucking zoo, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm in the middle of these two. Let me go to the zoo, because Giovanni's probably there. Walk my ass all the way over to the zoo. Click it, and it's an imposter. I quit, dude. I'm not playing fucking... I don't care about that Shadow Moltres, bros. I'm not going to walk all the way back to the fucking... where the Christmas tree usually is, dude. What the fuck? That feature is broken to me. That doesn't make any sense, dude. I go through all these steps to maybe run into Giovanni, man. That's so trash. But, yeah. Like I said, they know how to make their fucking money, dude. Shout outs to Niantic, man, for all their money-grubbing features.
And speaking of money, you hear about their whole subscription plan for that Pokemon Home?
Oh, that's right. I did hear about that too. So potentially we could take our Pokemon. Well, no, we can't. We have to play Red and Blue on like the online console or something like that, right? In order to transfer them. Yeah.
Transfer all that.
So how much is that going to cost to have basically a Pokemon Cloud?
I think I blocked it out of my memory, but it was maybe $15 a month.
What?
Yeah, and people are like, "Damn, dude, that's like as much as a Switch in a year."
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, and it was crazy too. The different tiers. So like, there's the free version.
Okay.
And I don't remember exact specs, but it was like saying, "Oh yeah, you can transfer up to like 3 Pokemon at a time or something like that, and your box is like 25 Pokemon."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing that's so you can transfer, like the 3. So you can take Pokemon Go Pokemon and transfer it into your Sword and Shield, and it's easier. So basically, it's one box filled. But then with the subscription, you can transfer. I think you can store up to 10,000 Pokemon. I don't even remember. 6,000 Pokemon.
Yeah,
it was a high number. I was like, dude, you went from 25 to 6,000 for $15.
That's crazy though, because I saw kind of a flow chart, of all the Pokemon games and where you could put them. So there's like, a Gen 1 kind of cloud where you could put the Gen 1 guys and switching them around between like Red and Blue to Silver and Gold and all that stuff. And then there's a next generation little cloud where you could put stuff into there. They could go to all, like Black and White or Ruby and all that stuff. But basically, you can get all these Pokemon from all these games and put them into this other cloud that gets them into Sword and Shield.
Yep.
But the only thing is, which I guess it makes sense because, you can't put Pokemon that didn't exist in Red and Blue, but you can't really take Pokemon out of Sword and Shield and put them anywhere else. Same thing with Pokemon Go. Everything goes into the cloud, but you can't get anything from the cloud for Pokemon Go, which is crazy to me. Also, because you're telling me I can get all my bullshit spoofed Pokemon from Pokemon Go into fucking
Shield.
Oh my god! Yeah. What are they gonna do? Ban my fucking Sword and Shield account, man? That'd be insane.
It'll be too late. They already have all your Pokemon into the cloud.
Did I tell you? I got scared the other day when I was playing Sword and Shield. Since we did that thing with Danny with catching the Magikarp. I was walking around the wild area and I didn't see any lights. I was like, oh god, dude, they know. They banned me from raiding ever again. And I signed in online and I was able to join someone else's raid, and then one popped up in my world. So I was like, okay, never mind then. It's just all in my head, dude. That's too funny, man. I'd be a horrible criminal, dude. I'd be so paranoid, man.
He's like, I don't have the money. I didn't rob the bank at 7 p.m. last night.
Yeah. A cop would just say hi to me and I'd just fucking confess, dude. Right off the bat, man. Just fucking paranoid. Pokemon. Who would have known? They would have been out here to just take advantage of our money like that and our nostalgia. Fuckers.
Yeah. And I hope what they do is expand on Pokemon Sword and Shield. Just create the whole universe based off of those games, so that way we can have all, 1,000 Pokemon into a single game, have a single Pokedex kind of thing. Because I'm about to transfer a shit ton of Pokemon from my Pokemon Go into Sword and Shield.
Fuck yeah, man.
And then I remember trading my Mewtwo to my cousin. And I was like, damn it, dude, this is the last time I'm going to ever see that Mew, because he stopped playing Pokemon.
Was this in Let's Go or in
Let's Go?
Okay.
Yeah. He stopped playing Pokemon. I think he said he lost the Switch too. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn it, dude, there's no way I can ask for the Mew back, because since he doesn't play, I want the Mew back. But now that Pokemon Home is coming out, I'm like, you're going to have to find that game, so I can download, log into his data, or something. I need that Mew either way, but I can transfer it through Pokemon Home into my game or something.
Yeah,
because that's where it said you do most of the trading is through using your phone, and then logging into Pokemon Home or something like that.
Oh, okay. So even more so, our phones will be the only thing we're going to use in the future, man.
Yes.
Jesus. Oh, yeah. See, that didn't finish my thought about the Dragon Ball Z Scouters, man. So we're just going to have Scouters. We're not even going to have phones anymore. And it's going to be controlled by our brain waves, right? And so if we want to take a picture of something that we're looking at, you just, think, oh, take a picture of this. And it'll take a picture. Except in Japan, you'll actually have to audibly say, take a picture, and then it'll take a picture. Because then, they want the creeps just taking upskirt shits all day.
Dude, it's kind of scary, too, because I didn't say anything about Pokemon earlier today at all. And I was driving home, and I instantly thought, oh, hey, Pokemon Go, or Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I was just thinking about a bunch of Pokemon, what to do. I opened my app while I'm driving. The first ad I get is Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I was like, holy fucking shit. I didn't even verbally say it now. You guys already pre-predicting.
Mind, dude. That's
reading my fucking mind.
Speaking of Switch or games on the Switch, there's a new one coming out called Animal Crossing, and it's coming out with its I think Animal Crossing comes out in March.
Yeah,
because everybody
20,
thought it was dumb because it's coming around the same time as Final Fantasy VII Remake. Well, at least now Animal Crossing has a couple weeks to itself. But along with the game, they're coming out with a Animal Crossing Switch, which looks fucking amazing, dude.
Dude, yeah.
It has a green Joy-Con.
Dustin showed it to me, and I was like, holy crap, that is a pretty sick-ass Switch. If I had extra money, I would actually try to buy it. And I was like, looking online with Dustin, I was like, hey, maybe we can buy the Joy-Cons, but
yeah, right,
they don't
dude.
sell that shit by itself. You have to buy the whole console. And I was like, oh, damn it, and there is a lot of nuisance when you do, if you ever decide to buy a Switch and you want to transfer your data.
Oh, really? You can't just switch over the memory card?
Painful. No. So I was actually looking up how to upgrade your memory card for the Switch, and you have to upload certain saves to their Nintendo Cloud or whatever it's called. And some of the data cannot be transferred over unless you have another Switch with that memory card, so you can transfer your own, complete memory card over. So you have to have a second Switch. You can't just swap memory cards or anything like that.
What? So you're telling me if I want to buy this Animal Crossing Switch, I can't return my Switch yet? Because I need to use it to swap over the game data.
Yeah. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe that would be fine to actually just swap out the memory card. I don't care really much about the save data. And I was seeing what data can be uploaded online. It's every game but the fucking Pokemon games. I was like, this is some bullshit.
Oh,
I guess I'm stuck with my memory card forever.
You're stuck with the Switch forever, dude.
Yep. I was like, oh my god, you can't back up your Pokemon data, because I think since they're coming out with the whole cloud stuff, I guess Pokemon doesn't want people to be sharing their Pokemon on save data.
It doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? It's so broken. Yep. You know what this reminds me of, and what's so funny? The other day, I don't know what happened. I don't know why this video is starting to get recommended to me again, but it's that one with how to share or get used games on PlayStation. The PlayStation 4. Do you remember that video?
Oh yeah,
so troll,
dude. I was dead.
It's because Xbox One, I think, announced that their games are all going to be DRM now, where it's once you play the game on your console, it's stuck to your console. Remember? Damn, that must have been maybe 5-6 years ago, where it was like, oh, GameStop's going to shut down because there's no such thing as used games anymore, right? And when Xbox announced that, or when Microsoft announced that, everybody was just up in arms about like, oh, we can't share games anymore, blah blah blah, and it's got really negative feedback from that. And PlayStation came out with, I don't even think the video is a minute long, right?
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds.
Like two guys that just say, it's like, here's instructions on how to share your PlayStation 4 games on the PlayStation 4. And it's just one guy handing over a game to another guy.
I think this was like a day later after freaking
that's fucking god tier, dude. Bring fucking that Sony back, man. Bring the troll Sony back. That's fucking amazing. And it's on their official fucking PlayStation YouTube channel, man. How troll is that,
dude?
Shit?
I watch it every so often, and it's still some of my favorites.
Dry, dude. He's like holding the game up with two hands, hands it to him with two hands, and when they're both holding it, they just look at the camera, dude,
and smile.
It's the fucking best, man. Oh god, freaking Sony, dude. But yeah. So and Switch or Nintendo's the worst with that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
If they even just did come out with the Animal Crossing Joy-Cons by themselves, they'd probably cost $100 for 2 Joy-Cons, man.
Dude, I was like looking up Joy-Cons that I want to kind of replace because I don't know, I think they're purposely making them defected or something like that because I'm getting a drift on my
again?
on the other side this time.
Okay.
I was looking up a pair of Joy-Cons and I'm like, God damn, dude, they're always freaking like $70 to $80. And then if I want to buy one, it's like $40. It's still like a shit ton of money. Man. I was like, damn, they are definitely profiting because before the Switch came out, I was like, dude, see, I called it. They're gonna that's how they're gonna make their money, is just selling these controllers, these different types of colored controllers, and here I am buying these different types. Dude, I'm about to buy a pink left one, and then so I can match my Splatoon theme.
Dude, Nintendo doesn't give a fuck, man. They're like, oh, you want another dock for your other TV? Okay, this piece of plastic, $70. You're like, wait, what? For a fucking dock? Yep. And it's like,
I'm actually considering buying a second
$70.
Yep.
It's just, you can buy one. You know, they have third-party ones that you can buy. Oh, let's just put a patch in our Switches that will brick your Switch. You're like, wait, what? Come on, dude. Just give me options here. And it's not like Mad Catz is around anymore to make third-party fucking Joy-Cons. No one's gonna try to do that shit. Nintendo just doesn't give a fuck, man. They'll charge whatever they want because they know the only way you can get it is from them, dude.
Is from them only. And then I'm looking at some of these custom controllers, and they're pretty popular. You know, people buy them, so they're good reviews. There's this one Zelda controller that I want, the Pro controller.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like looking at it, I was like, okay, you know, I do already have a Pro controller, but this design is pretty sick. So I check it out, and I'm like, okay, why is it $40? You know, what's missing here? You know, and I looked, and I was like, oh yeah, so basically, there's no vibration, there's no gyro, so there's no tilting or anything, and there's no amiibo support. I was like, God damn, this is a useless controller. I was like, okay, maybe I can justify the $40 price tag. Okay. And then I looked and it said, oh yeah, you need 2 AA batteries. I was like, nope, fuck no, I'm done.
Not being able to recharge that shit? Yeah, no.
Exactly.
I was I'm not buying a bunch of AA's.
Yeah, why the fuck? Who buys AA's these days? This is bullcrap. So that's crazy. What stopped me. I was like, man, Nintendo has it locked down. Everything locked down.
They just don't give a fuck, dude. And I mean, it's not like they don't have money. They're about to make Nintendo Land or Mario Land in Japan, right?
Yeah, yep. And they're gonna actually make one in Florida.
They're making one here?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
see,
I might actually have to go to Florida we might have to go to Florida for Disney World. I don't know, Harry Potter World. I don't even go to Harry Potter, but yeah, we can go, and Mario Land too. So
yeah, it's not like Nintendo doesn't have money. They're expanding like this, man. And Rick and I were just talking about earlier. I did the go-karts in Japan, and sure, everybody in common language calls them the Mario go-karts, right?
Yep.
Or the Mario Kart go-karts. But on their website, they always have a bunch of warnings saying we're not related to Nintendo. You know, we don't do anything with Nintendo. There's like warnings when you click on every page. But still, Nintendo sued them, won, and they're getting like $500,000 from these guys, dude. So it's like, damn. Nintendo, you have enough money. Your fucking Joy-Cons cost $100 a piece. Leave them alone, dude. They give us so many warnings.
Yep. And I would think, hey, we have this this company that is actually spreading our brand all over Japan. So maybe people are flying from all different countries just so they can check out the Mario Kart. And since they're in that phase, you might as well check out the Mario Kart store, the Mario Kart Land, and Universal. I'm
saying, dude, see?
See? But now they're like, oh yeah, let's stop these guys. I think too, I read an article. Well, I didn't think, but I read an article too. They're like kind of suing one of a guy that is selling those the amiibos.
Oh, the cards?
The cards, yeah. Oh. I think they first warned him and he didn't listen, but they're like charging him like millions of dollars.
See.
I was like, Jesus,
that's crazy, man. And I mean, I'd understand if, you know, maybe the guy selling the cards or the Mario Kart place was like representing Nintendo in a wrong way, you know? They're not. The Mario Kart place, that was one of the best things I did in Japan, was to drive around in the golf cart and everything. That was one of the funnest things I did out there. All the cards, you guys are programming them and you're able to get, you know, cheap amiibos. What's wrong with that shit? I don't know why they just want to take control of all their own stuff, dude. I'd understand if they were putting Nintendo in a negative light, but no, it's making it more accessible, like you said, spreading the word about Nintendo even more, man. It's like free marketing. So what the fuck, you know?
Yeah, and you don't have to pay a dime to them or anything. Yeah. Well, R.I.P. man. Nintendo is rich, so they're like, might as well take over the world in our own way.
And making even more money. I'm telling you, man. In not even 20 years, Nintendo is gonna be like Disney, dude. I bet you.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna be two giants. No, three giants. It's gonna be Amazon. Nintendo? Amazon acquired Google, and then Nintendo acquired PlayStation.
No way.
And then Amazon. Yeah. So wait, what did I say? I said Amazon. Yeah, Disney, Amazon, and Nintendo.
I can hear the speech now. We started with a plumber, and then we gave you a Donkey Kong. And then a link to the past. It's gonna be fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, now you clean our pipes.
Now you're our plumbers. That's gonna be fucking crazy. But yeah, I think that's all the big stuff that's going on. No, it's not. I'm completely lying. But first, we'll real quick talk about the games we've been playing this week, because it's still, at least for me, The Witcher. I'm on The Witcher 2. Actually finished. I finished The Witcher 2, right? But it's Witcher weird. 3? Yeah, I downloaded Witcher 3 and I played it for maybe 10 minutes or so. So in The Witcher 2, right? There's a weird part at the end of the first chapter where you can choose to side with the humans or the elves, basically, right? And depending on what you pick in chapter 1, or depending on what you pick, it completely changes the second chapter of the game for you. So the first time I played through, I chose the human side and finished it with the human side. The ending wasn't that great. So I'm going to try and get the non-human ending, like with the elves and dwarves, and see if that's any better. From what I've read so far, it's not, but I want to experience it myself just to see. So that being said,
so you're gonna replay the whole entire game?
I made a save point. Point where you have to choose at the end of chapter 1, dude. Fuck no. I thought ahead. I have so many save points, it's crazy. But because every decision I question myself, you know, right? So what happened? So yeah, so I'm playing the game again, but I'm choosing the non-human side. But since I finished Witcher 2, I wanted to see what Witcher 3 was like, and I put I installed Witcher 3 and used the save from me siding with the humans. And remember, I said Witcher 3, or the Witcher series in general, was going to be the greatest ever if I still had my naked lady tattoo on my neck. And I still do. I had the naked lady tattoo on my neck in Witcher 3, dude.
Oh,
it's the greatest game in the world, bro.
Wow.
It's the fucking best. It's funny because in my playthrough, when I'm siding with the non-humans, I found the formula to make this cream so that I can take the tattoo off. So I don't have the tattoo anymore on my non-human playthrough. But in my human playthrough, I still have it, and it carried over. So it's fucking god tier, dude.
Damn. Yeah. See, now I gotta start from all the way from Witcher 1.
Yeah, and it's super cool, man. There's this character that I saved in The Witcher 1, and I helped him throughout The Witcher 1. Spoiler alert: he becomes this pretty important figure. Like, he basically gets control of his own army. You know, at the end of Witcher 1. In The Witcher 2. It's his army that's like guarding this big castle that you have to get into. And since I helped him so much in Witcher 1, he's like, oh, hey, Geralt, come on in. I'll always repay your favors that you did for me. So it's like, man, I wonder what it's like if I didn't carry that save over, or if, you know, I never helped him at all. The whole situation would have been different. I probably would have to sneak inside the castle or something, you know? So I'm completely sold. Witcher might be one of the greatest series of all time, dude.
Holy crap. Are you gonna continue on to 3, like play it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna finish my second playthrough of 2 first, because I just want to see the non-human side of things. And then I want to see which save I take over to Witcher 3 from there. But Witcher 3 looks amazing, dude. It's kind of broken. Like, I kind of want to take screenshots of who's your friend? The dwarf? Is it Zoltan?
Yeah. I think Zoltan or something.
He's in every game, you know? So I want to take a picture of him in 1, 2, and 3, just so you can see, like, the graphical differences, dude. They're just insane, man. It's kind of hard for me to go back to 2 after playing 3 for a little bit, just because of how great the graphics were, dude. And I just turned everything up to ultra. It looks super great, man. Geralt's hair is just flying in the wind and shit, dude.
Dude, yeah, amazing. Especially with your graphics card, yeah, you definitely can, man.
It's wild. You can definitely hear the fans all turn on, though, on my computer. It sounds like a fucking vacuum when I turn the graphics all the way up. But, yeah, man, I think it's good that Final Fantasy got delayed a little bit, so I can continue playing The Witcher for a little bit longer, man.
Yeah, you should, if you just power through it, I think maybe a month.
I've been powering through 2 pretty hard, man. I think when I started playing the game again, I think I had 20 hours already in the game or something like that. Around 20. Since last week, dude, I have 55 hours on that shit, dude.
Damn.
So I've been grinding, man. But it doesn't feel like it ever. You know, I always want to advance the story, do all the side quests, and see what's going on, you know? Although I'm really not playing it as a Witcher, right? Someone will come to me and say, oh, hey, there's trolls in this ravine. You're a Witcher, go hunt and kill them so that we can go through the ravine without having to worry about getting killed by a troll. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, of course, I'll go down there. And, of course, in The Witcher, the trolls can talk. So I start talking to the troll, and he tells me why he's so mad. So I end up helping the troll in his situation, and I'm like, all right, dude, I helped you. You can't fuck with the humans anymore. He's like, okay, and everything's all good now. So I'm doing the total opposite of what a Witcher does, and not killing monsters, man. But like,
yeah, see, that's what I'm doing too. Like the whole, you know, what is evil, what is less evil. You know, I can kill them, make it easy, but then I like to, you know, listen to their story and say, okay, yeah, actually, let me help you out.
Yeah.
You know, get the fuck out of here, but I'll help you out, kind of thing. So there are a lot of scenarios in Witcher 3, and it's pretty cool.
It seems to be a common theme. The one thing, though, is in Witcher 1, I was completely, like I said, I was just the simp Witcher run, where I was trying to just sleep with every girl in the game, right? Witcher 2, there's not so much, because I think Geralt is so in love with Triss in Witcher 2 still, right? That you can't really seduce a lot of chicks in in Witcher 2. I mean, they're out there, but it's like kind of a hard decision because then I feel like I'm cheating on Triss, dude. So it's all over the place. But it's fun nonetheless. You get yourself in just fucking wacky situations. In fact, I won't spoil some, but there's just this one funny part where you do a quest for one of these characters. It's just a random quest where he asks you to collect stuff for him. And it's really just this most random item. And then when you find out, when you see, like, sneak up on him and see what he's doing with all the items you're giving him, and you could walk up to him, right? And there's 3 choices of dialogue. It's like, so this is what you're doing, or you could be like, clear your throat, or you could be like, are you crazy? So of course I picked the clear your throat. So I was like, and the guy turns around and just stares at Geralt, and Geralt just stares at him, and it was like a good 10 seconds of them staring at each other. It was the greatest, dude. But The Witcher is fucking amazing. I'm glad I started playing it, dude. This is the most fun I've had in a long time, and it's cool that it's like, I feel like my investment is worth it, you know, being able to carry my save and my choices from 1 to 2, and then eventually from 2 to 3. So I think that's why I'm more immersed, because I feel like so much of what I've done still counts in the future and the present of what I'm playing now. So yeah, man, it's gonna be fun getting into 3 from the 2 seconds I played of it. It's gonna be great.
See, I am glad you're getting into you're already deep in The Witcher.
Yeah.
You know, like, I try to get everybody, I'm like, oh yeah, play Witcher 3, everybody, come on. You know, and of course, it takes a lot of time, but yeah, you are completely,
it's worth it, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's really worth it, because it's like, he's the badass Batman kind of thing. And you can do whatever you want in the world. You could be Witcher. You could be human. You know, whatever your heart. So, yeah. No, that's why I haven't been taking off the skin for Monster Hunter.
See, I might have to get it now, man.
Exactly.
When that quest comes back, you might have to tell me, and you might have to carry me through it, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. And it's crazy. Like, well, I think we can probably beat it easier now. But before... we got down to the last minute, literally the last minute, and holy shit, it was pretty tough. But
damn, dude,
since our weapons are pretty powerful now, it should be cake. Yeah, and then I think it's back right now.
Really?
I might have to check, because Russ was saying like a lot of all the events came back for this. For the celebration, so we might have to do it before it disappears.
Have to do it. Yeah, how long is the celebration for?
I don't remember. It said February 6th or 29. I don't know.
Okay, I'll look right now. But...
yeah, we got to do it, and let me know when you want to do it, because I am down. I still have to upgrade my my Witcher swords.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, and he uses I think. I forgot what the Igni, or no, the one with the shield as blocking. So,
like Quen or something like that,
or Quen, yeah.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I need to play too. But yeah, so that's The Witcher. How's Zelda been for you, man?
So,
that bad?
I thought I was the master sword, and I was like, oh yeah, pretty badass. But I guess this is part of the DLC, and I went back to this area, and I was like, okay, cool, you're gonna give me a trial. What is this trial? I can handle anything, because I was pretty badass. I got the master sword with me, and I got the master shield, or the Hylian shield, and I was like, yeah, bring it on. I can do any trial anytime. And then, you know, I entered the trial. It says, oh yeah, you will have no weapons or anything that you started with. So I was like thinking, I was second guessing myself. I was like, holy fuck, man. You know what, Rick? You can do this. You can do this, because you're badass. You trained for this day. You killed a lot of monsters. And so I was going through this trial. You start off with like a stick. And I was like, okay. How am I going to take out these enemies? Yeah. I was like, how am I going to take out these enemies with a stick? So, kill the first enemy, pick up his weapon, kill all the rest of the enemy, went up a couple levels, just repeating the process. It was getting kind of hard, because you don't have armor in this game,
Mm-hmm.
or not in this game, in this trial. Like your armor really impacts, how much hearts get taken away from you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So instead of 1 heart getting taken away from me from normal enemies, it's like 5 hearts, and I only have like 15 hearts, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is in the beginning, so I was like starting to become tactical and picking and scavenging all of their weapons. And when they shoot an arrow at me, I pick up that same arrow and I shoot it back, kind of thing. But other than that, I got to like level 11 or something, and I was fighting lizards, and there's this bridge. They all bum rushed me, and I thought I was badass, but they ended up killing me. And I was like thinking, yeah, man, I should have just threw like a bomb or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, okay, since I died, maybe I can just start this same level. Nope, you actually start all the way back to square one. And I was like, this is bullshit. How many levels or floors are in this trial?
Mm-hmm.
I looked it up. There's 45 floors. So if I'm at level 11 and there's 45, I had like 34 floors left
to go. Yeah.
To go. And I was like, oh man, this is bullcrap. And I kind of like skimmed the guide, and they're like, oh yeah, just make sure you pick up everything. You cook food the right way, because when you get to the higher levels, you should have all your best weapons in the world that you picked up from the enemies in the recent floors. So you have to beat everyone with that same stick kind of thing and save your best weapons for later. I'm like, oh my God.
You've been using all your best weapons like as you get them.
At the beginning. I was like picking up the weapon. I was like, oh, yep, you're going down with this. And, at first I was like, yeah, these enemies are pretty easy. But when you have no armor on, holy fuck, it makes a difference. I have to actually think, because you don't fight them 1-on-1. You fight them like 5-on-1. And you have to get really tactical. So here I am running away with a bomb in my hand, dropping the bomb behind me, exploding the bomb, and I was just repeating the process the entire time. Like, I am out of tactics at this point. So, yeah, The Legend of Zelda. I thought I was a master of swords, but I'm a master of none. So.
Master of none. Master of having people chase me and dropping bombs on them, dude.
Yeah, I'm not even using the weapon. I'm like, fuck, man, this is hard. But other than that, I think, yeah, I'm gonna try it at least one more time, because I tried it like 3 times so far. So do you try it one more time?
You think if you advance more in the story and Link gets stronger, it'll be easier for you?
I think I need more hearts.
Oh, okay. How do you get more hearts? By leveling up, or?
So you do these little tiny mini dungeons. I don't know if they're really dungeons, but they're shrines.
Uh-huh.
And I would say they take on average anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, depending on how good you are.
Uh-huh.
And the difficulty of them. But the hard part is finding these shrines. And I think there's 180 shrines out there.
Holy shit.
You need 4 shrines in order to make 1 heart.
Uh-huh.
So I have 15. And I don't know what the max hearts are, but I think I might get like maybe 5 more hearts somewhere down the line before I face Ganon, because I was reading on what you get out of this dungeon, and it says you unlock the potential, the full potential of the Master Sword. And the reason why it's not fully upgraded or whatever is because Master Sword doesn't deem you worthy. And I was like, oh, this is bullshit. Why am I holding it?
So does that mean it doesn't run out of charge once you finish this?
I have no idea. I'm just going to wing it. And if that's the case, then that would make it the perfect weapon.
Exactly.
The weapon would never breaks. And I would just never, ever pick up a different weapon. It would make way too much sense.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try it one more time, but this time I'm going to actually kind of take it slow and very conserve my hearts and see if I can cook. I was reading like they actually people like chop down the trees so they can get wood, so they can make fire, and then they can cook the food make fire arrows. And I was like, damn, dude, like I'm just running through these floors. I don't really care about making a fire. But now I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I have to actually try to think how to attack these guys, because when they hit, they do damage. And if I don't cook the right food for like defense, man, dude, I don't know what to do. And you don't even get that much food or items. Like when you start the trial, they take everything away. You don't have healing items. You don't have your revive items. You don't have anything other than that stick you find in front of you.
Damn, so you have to rely on just like rinse and repeat, getting shit from enemies and using that stuff.
Exactly. And it's kind of difficult, like when they hit you, because then you don't get that much healing items. And then you do have like, I don't know, you get some meat or whatever, they would only heal you for maybe 1 to 2 hearts, you know, out of the 15. Because when you do cook good food in the game, like it can recover like maybe 10 to 15 hearts plus. But I don't have the ingredients, and they don't give you the ingredients to make that good food. They only give you like maybe 2 apples or something like that. So... Yep.
So wait, when you start this, it takes away all your items too? So you can't even like prepare with a bunch of ingredients and go through there?
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
You start with nothing, bare nothing.
Yeah.
But, you know, you have your max hearts or whatever. But other than that, you have to be resourceful. You have to dodge everything. And it's kind of tough too, because when you're fighting a group of enemies, you still have like 1 or 2 archers shooting in the background. And you don't have time to pull out your bow and shoot that guy out. And then if you do, you might miss and waste all the arrows that you've been picking up.
That you've been farming.
Oh, shit, you don't get like 10, 15 arrows. You get 1 arrow kind of at a time, and take that 1 arrow, you hit the enemy, that takes off maybe 1/4 of his life, 1/5 of his life. So as you can see, like some of the arrows, shooting the arrows is not worth it unless it's like against ranged enemies. Then you know, you can shoot back. But other than that, it's getting kind of tough. So I have to be resourceful. I really want that sword now.
See, well, they make you really jump through the fire to get that unlimited master sword, dude.
Yeah,
which I think is good. It'll make it worth it. Like just being able to use that, not having to pick up any more weapons in the future. I think it's worth it. Like a worthy challenge for a worthy prize.
Exactly. And I was like seeing all the enemies I fought before. They were tough, but they required me to use a bunch of healing potions, my best weapons and stuff. And I was like, damn, if they're at the end of the trial, I'm going to have to figure out how to, you know, max out my weapons, max out my defense, because I don't have any clothing. So I'm going to take nearly double damage.
Will you be able to craft anything while you're in there?
Yeah, you can you only can cook.
Oh, so you're just gonna be naked the whole time?
Yeah, you're naked. You're butt naked the entire time. And you have weapons, and you have your dodging abilities, and you pick up shields, which blocks everything. It's just, you know, shields have durability, so take a massive swing, it can break your shield and take some of your hearts off. But other than that, unless you have like perfect parry, then this is going to be another Sekiro.
Is it hard to perfect parry?
So, kind of now. Since I don't have armor to block, so if you miss, you swing, you parry too early, you parry too late. If you parry too late, I think you can kind of block it. If you parry too early, you kind of miss.
Take the full hit.
You take a full hit. So you have to actually get it on the dime now.
Yeah.
And then, you know, most of it I can, but it's just I can't risk it anymore, because before I'm like, oh yeah, I can just heal anytime, whenever I want. But now I can't even. I have to save all my apples. My garbage that I pick up. Man, so now I'm like picking up rocks and like throwing it at things and.
What?
Because there's like one of the enemies is like a slime, but he's on a fire slime. And if you get too close, of course you're going to be on fire. But like when you kill it, it explodes. And so when I block it with my shield, it sets my shield on fire. So so now I just like throw things at a distance because I don't want to waste my shield or anything like that.
That's crazy, dude. But at the same time, like you said, not having anything break anymore is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well, Godspeed to you, man. The only thing I can think of that I've done that relates to that is like maybe Chalice dungeons in Bloodborne.
Oh yeah.
In what's that game called? Not Shenmue. A samurai game. That's like Resident Evil. Does it start with an S even?
Silent
God, no, not Silent Hill. You're a samurai, and you're fighting zombie samurai, dude. Onimusha. Yeah, there's a part in Onimusha that's like that too, where you just go through like. I think at the end of it is a pretty powerful sword too, which is kind of crazy to get. I think it just lets you get that sword earlier because it's funny. Right before you fight the last boss in Onimusha, you can just pick up the sword on the floor, dude. But doing these trials makes you pick it up faster. And I think there's stuff in Devil May Cry I've done that's like that too. So, Godspeed, my friend. I believe.
Speaking of Resident Evil, did you see the trailer? The recent trailer
for 3? Yes, man. And
looks amazing.
I know. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to play that game. Except, my palms are sweaty already just thinking about getting chased by Nemesis, dude.
Yeah, it like flips the car. I was like, oh,
I was like, no, sir, not for me. Speaking of trailers, dude, a new Final Fantasy VII trailer came out, and I told myself I wasn't gonna watch any more trailers, but this one probably the best one that's come out since, I think, or the best one that's come out yet, dude. I was crying almost to the entire trailer, man.
Dude, yes. I know. I was like kind of screaming, but I was like, oh god, I was watching it at work, so I was like, damn, I gotta keep my voice down. I was like, holy fuck, dude.
I get excited about very few things. This is just like one of the things, I think the only thing really that just makes life worth it at this point, as sad as that sounds. But like watching the trailers is like my body gets all tingly, dude. I'm just ready for April 10th, man. It's gonna be so
hell good, yeah, dude.
Just the way they opened it with young Cloud and young Tifa is amazing, man. And you're just like,
did you watch it in Japanese or English?
I watched it in both. I think
me too.
I might play the game in English, dude.
Gotcha.
I think I might just do a run through in English. It's kind of crazy though, because all the lip syncing is different. Like for the Japanese version, the lips match what they're saying in Japanese, and in the English, it matches what they're saying in English, dude. So they put a lot of work in this shit, man.
Yep. I was like, yeah, we're just gonna have to play it twice. One in English, one
dude,
in.
I'm not opposed to that at all. What else did they show? They showed the honeybee in, dude. So they revealed cross-dressing Cloud, man, which is amazing, dude. And then they showed fucking Tifa too in her blue dress or her purple dress, dude. So
I know
it's gonna be lit, man.
Looks sick.
I can't wait to fucking play this game. And then they have that guy, the other soldier from one of the last trailers, like challenging Cloud to a one-on-one fight, dude. So can't wait to see how they incorporate like a little villain, you know, besides Sephiroth in the game.
Yeah,
I think that'll be cool. What else did they show? Red 13, finally,
Red 13.
Dude. He looks amazing, man.
Dude.
And even him, like when he talks, his mouth moves just like the words. It's not just opening up and down, you know. And I think it's just so funny after playing fucking Dark Souls and Sekiro and all these games for so long where the characters' mouths don't move. it's refreshing to see all this stuff in remake, man. What else is there? Jenova? There's a crazy Jenova fight in Midgar all of a sudden.
Yeah.
All the tentacles and shit everywhere. It's like an anime nightmare, dude. Or dream, whatever your preference is, man. I can't wait. And they showed the Chocomog summon. All the Chocobos just running into that enemy. Yeah. That was sick too, dude. There's just so much stuff. And I don't know. Every time they come out with a trailer, I think to myself, this is going to be the one that's not going to be good. This is going to be the one that's like, that was okay, but the last one was better, right?
Yep.
Nope. They're like fucking Michael Jordan, dude. Just getting better and better as fucking time goes on, man.
I know. I was like, God damn it. I told myself to. I was like, no, you're not going to watch these trailers because by the time you play the game, you know. But still, I am gonna watch all of the trailers. I think that's coming out.
Yeah,
I was like, because if they pushed it all the way to April, that's still 2 months from now.
Yeah.
Kind of going crazy.
It's crazy to think that if it didn't get delayed, we would just be a month out, basically.
Yep.
But it's okay. It's okay. We've waited this long. What's another month, man? Yeah, dude. I can't wait, man. I can't wait for this game. I'm interested more than ever to see the changes or the updates that they made, right? Because we know how it all plays out, but the way to get there, they're changing up a grip. And I'm interested to see how much of Midgar you can explore through. It's like, can you go in every house or something, you know?
That would be sick.
Yeah, that would be kind of insane. Like, can you ride the train from the bottom to the top, like, freely, you know? Or is it like, oh, we have a set part on the slums and a set part on the plate? That would be interesting to see, man. But
yeah.
I'm even more excited, dude. I'm gonna hang out in the Honeybee Inn for like a whole week, you know? Just search every nook and cranny, you know?
Of Tifa. And Aerith.
Yeah, dude. Just, you know, walk around the wall market in those dresses, dude. It's funny too. It seems like some of the NPCs react differently to Cloud when he's walking through in the dress, man. They're all like staring at him and shit, man. So I can't wait, dude. I can't wait for this fucking game, man.
Yeah.
I just hope. That's what I'm definitely gonna take my time with it. Because this can't be a game we wait so long for, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, let's just finish it in a week. What? What'd you wait this long for to finish something in a week, man?
Yeah, I have to talk to everybody, and I'm going to do what you do.
Exactly.
Like, you talk to them multiple times just in case they don't have second dialogue.
And you do, third. Yeah. And then you do some bullshit like turn in a quest or something. You talk to the same person again twice just to see if something changed, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with Breath of the Wild. Like, I complete or save a certain area, and then I'm like talking to everybody because their dialogue does change.
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh yeah, now the nemesis is gone." Blah blah blah, and yeah, it kind of opens up more quests. So, yep, it gives me anxiety knowing that I have to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm going to actually, like, just savor it.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. That's the best way. That's got to be the way. Because we're in this age now where you just fucking binge everything. And you just have to be caught up on everything at all times, you know? Where it's like, yeah, that's fine. We can just let shit marinate, you know? And not use the internet for a little bit. Not spoil ourselves on anything when the game comes out. So
exactly.
Yeah, man. I really can't wait. But yeah, I think that's it. We'll just run through some crazy news real quick. Brexit finally happened. England is no longer part of the EU. Yeah. This is like a fucking year and a half later. President's gonna be impeached. It's gonna go to trial. It's gonna be interesting. Except they just voted that they won't allow any witnesses, or they won't have to interview witnesses, which is kind of backwards. So we'll see how that goes. The coronavirus, dude, taking over. I think the first person just died outside of China. So everybody put those face masks on.
Yeah, I think it's at 300 now.
Yeah, 300 deaths. But there's like thousands of people, over 8,000 people that are infected or something.
Yeah, infected.
So I know there was a scare of someone here in San Diego having it. But I think that proved wrong, or they got it taken care of. In related news to the coronavirus, the guys that made or that published Mirror, who published Mirror? I don't even know, dude.
I don't know.
I'm scared to go onto the Mirror website, man, because I don't want to, you know, get a thing. Anyways, they gave out over 50,000 free copies of Mirror to people who live in Wuhan or in China so that they could stay home and not go outside and get infected by the coronavirus.
Damn. So what good people.
Everybody's doing their part. What an age we live in, man. Where a chick can sell naked pictures of herself for like $1 a piece and earn $1 million, dude, to help out the fires in Australia. and where you can sell a hentai game or give away a hentai game to convince people to stay home and not leave the house and get infected by the coronavirus, dude. What a world we live in, man.
Yeah,
I love it. If I could go back in time, dude, I would just go back to the 80s or 90s, man. Just stay there. I'd be like, that time traveler that destroys all innovation, dude. Like I'll go back and break all the computers.
Still the first computer.
Whenever someone tries to invent the internet, I'll just clip the cord. All kinds of shit, man. But yeah, it's the times we live in, man. Just gotta roll with it, dude. But you got anything else, man?
That's it.
All right. That is it for us this week. We will see you guys next week. Rick? Oh, that's right. You got a question?
Are we going to be playing Honey Pop 2?
Oh, man. Has another trailer come out for that? We might have to, dude.
Dude, it showed that you can romance 2 girls. I was like, what?
Okay. We'll see you guys next week. Peace, dude. I love these 2 girls, man.